Greenland, April 2013. Lying within the coastal mountains of this frigid landscape is Lake Korkanok. Covered beneath 1 million tons of ice, its crystal blue waters hover at a hypothermia-inducing 33 degrees Fahrenheit, 1 degree above freezing. Wearing only a pair of swim trunks, 4-time world champion freediver Stig Severinsen plunges into the icy water in an attempt to set a new record for the longest swim under ice. Without an oxygen tank and unable to surface, he risks unconsciousness and death as he swims 250 feet underwater, or nearly the length of a football field.
When most people jump in ice-cold water, they start gasping and they panic. Within minutes, you become icy cold to the core, and your body can simply shut down. I understand that people think it's crazy or wild or stupid even, you know, unbelievable. But I love to challenge science. I love to challenge the human physiology, human potential.
Okay, yeah, and it's great.
Stig's swim beneath the ice wasn't the first time he went to extremes. In May of 2012, he also held his breath for an astonishing 22 minutes. But what would compel someone to push themselves to the limit, risking death just to pull off a stunt?
Some of us seem to be hardwired to push the limits. Some of us seem to crave excitement, intensity, euphoria. There seem to be a certain fraction of people in need of physical activities or other kinds of activities that push the limits of safety or human possibility or perseverance. Now, it's a question as to whether these people are seeking euphoria or whether they're seeking some greater, more visceral connection with themselves.
Humans have this drive and this need to seek novelty, to see what's on the other side of the unknown. And it's something that is incredibly dangerous, but also makes us able to do insanely difficult things.
In the late 18th and early 19th centuries, a new breed of thrill seekers popularized the public display of pushing the limits of human ability, risking life and limb to perform death-defying feats in pursuit of fame and fortune. And the first of these daredevils was a man named Sam Patch.
Sam Patch was the Evel Knievel of the early 19th century. They called him the Jersey Jumper, the Yankee Leaper. He liked to jump off things. Famously, they had a platform erected in Niagara Falls so that he could jump into the water, but from a really high level, 75 or 100 feet. Unfortunately, it's risky business, and in 1829, on Friday the 13th, he either slipped or fell awkwardly and didn't go in feet first as he normally did. The audience of several thousand heard a splat, and he was never seen from again.
But Sam Patch's tragic demise did not deter other would-be daredevils. Over the next century, countless more followed in his footsteps, increasing the danger with every attempt, including one who went to the next level by taking to the skies.
Clem Sohn was an aerialist, one of the first, maybe the first, to build for himself a kind of gliding suit. He would jump out of airplanes with the wings attached and a kind of tail structure.
One of his nicknames was the Birdman. He would glide for thousands of feet and then eventually pull the ripcord and parachute to safety. And he did this on both sides of the Atlantic. Unfortunately, outside of Paris in 1937, in front of a crowd of as many as 100,000 people, he glided through the air, and then his first chute failed to open. And then the second one, and then he plunged to his death.
The practice of performing thrill-seeking feats is alive and well today. even if not all daredevils survive their attempt to push the limits. But why do so many human beings feel the need to pursue incredible feats, even if it means risking their lives?
Pushing boundaries and pushing limits is part of our human nature. You would think that would be counterintuitive. Seeking pain seems like not the brightest thing to do because we're going against our survival. If you look at any animal in the animal kingdom, none of them really do things that go against survival instincts. They just want to survive. Human beings, on the other hand, we will seek out things that put us at immense risk, and not for any external reward, but really for the internal reward of doing it. Seeking something difficult, something hard, often makes people feel alive.